Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. I'm here today to preview the Wimbledon quarterfinals. So I hope you're going to enjoy that. That's more specifically the men's singles quarterfinal. So that's what I'll be previewing today. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. So let's get into it. First, I'll go through some of the fourth round matches. I mean, Djokovic and Christian Garin. Garin actually played quite well and rallied with Djokovic and matched him and looked like he could push him and possibly beat him for a while in the second set. And then Djokovic had forced to rally at a high level, made some errors, and just looked like he was pushed too hard. But Garin didn't keep it up at the end of the second set or the first or the third. So Djokovic, I think, is a bit run down from the French Open, but could afford to not be his best. He put a 7 out of 10 performance and only really challenged for mid-early part of that first set. Mid to early part of the second set. Garin playing at a horrible level, first, third set, and end of the second. And Djokovic is still a bit run down from the French Open, put a 7 out of 10, and with Garin up and down, he was able to run over the top of him in Garin's down moments, which was more than the up moments. So that was the Christian Garin match with Djokovic, the first fourth round match. So the second one, Fucsovics and Rublev. Rublev likes time to set up and hammer 3, 4, 5 shots, get in a rally and overpower him. Fucsovics basically got the ball through the court fast, took his time away. Rublev couldn't get rhythm set up in a rally and didn't have time to set up for his power. And that was the difference. And Rublev just never really had time to set up, was always rushed. Khachanov quarter, I mean, it was quite close, but in the end, I just think a bit more experience and power at the right moments for Khachanov. Shapovalov, Gut wanted to get in a rally. Shapovalov wanted to serve, attack, shorten the points. Courts are too fast, took the time away. Rublev's not even able to get into a rally. Berrettini and Ivanchka. Berrettini does a huge serve, power game, fast courts. Ivanchka never really was able to get in points and rallies and was just completely overpowered. Aliassime and Zverev. Zverev played quite a good match, but was up and down. Same with Aliassime. But in the end, Aliassime is a bit more up than down, and Zverev is a bit more down. Zverev's a better player, but just too much going on in his head, too much nerves, too much pressure on the second serve. I mean, Federer and Sonigo. Federer's putting about a 6, 7 out of 10, quite a good level. Sonigo's going for the lines, hammering, taking risks. He's up and down, playing at about a 4 out of 10, whereas Federer's a bit up and down, but more up than down. Sonigo's up and down, but more down. So Federer's got a 6 or 7 out of 10. Sonigo a 3 or 4, and then with them both up and down. But Federer being more on the upside and less on the down, and Sonigo more on the down and less on the up. So therefore, you get with Federer's victory. Now, I want to, I hope you can see me getting in a bit better light. But what I want to do is I want to talk about the Medvedev Hurkacz match, which has just happened, right? So the first set, Medvedev was able to outplay him because the thing is, Medvedev has a big serve, so does Hurkacz. So when they're winning off their service points, they're winning. But when it's getting in play beyond the serve, right? In such a scenario, Medvedev's just a better rallier, so he's going to win all the rallies. So Medvedev can win with his serve, but when it gets into a rally, his second line of defense is, if I don't win with my serve, I'll beat you in the rally, right? Um, but Hurkacz, Hubert Hurkacz, what I think his situation is, he has to win on his serve because if he's forced into rally, he'll lose. So when he serves landing in, he's holding serve, but there's always that pressure. And then when he gets that game his second serves, Medvedev will get him rallies in trouble. Whereas Medvedev can win on his serve, but if it doesn't land in, he'll just win on the rallies. So the thing is, when it's like a Djokovic or a Nadal, a big server can win with his serve. They can win with the rallies. But then Medvedev, with these kind of guys, can match a guy with a big serve, right? Match a guy with a huge serve. Just got to make sure you guys can see me well. Seems like there's some kind of interference going on. But yeah, what I was saying was, just like Nadal or Djokovic, Medvedev can out-rally these guys, but the difference is Medvedev has a better serve. So when the serve's deciding, Medvedev can win as many free points as them. But the points when it's not dominated by the serve, Medvedev's still winning the rallies. So in one time, you've got this bigger serve and attacking player who can say, I'll attack, shorten the points, take the time away. But when you're getting me in a rally, you're better. But Medvedev can say, no, I'll match you with the serve. I'll get as many free points off my serve as you will of yours. And when neither of us can get the free points, then I'm going to win all the rallies. So all their upside the serve, Medvedev already equal with them. And then Medvedev doesn't need to win all the rallies because he's getting just as many free points off the serve. But Medvedev has this great rallying that he's way better than them in addition to the serve, right? Which Djokovic and Nadal can't match them with the serve, can beat them in the rallies. But Medvedev can get just as many free points in the serve. So without going to the rallies, they're already equal. And then Medvedev can say, well, just like Nadal and Djokovic, I'm going to beat you in the rallies. But he's not dependent on winning all the rallies. He can just say, I'll get as many free points as you, but when we're not getting free points, then I'm going to beat you there as well. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say, I guess, in a bit of a long way. So that's basically it. So that's what basically happened. The first set, that's what happened. Hurkacz had a couple of games missed some first serves. Medvedev won the rallies. On Medvedev's serve, he's winning points off serve. When he's not with the serve, he's still the second line of defense is the rallies. 6-2. Second set, Medvedev's winning on serve because he can win points off the serve. Plus, when you get his serve back, still beats you in the rallies. Whereas Hurkacz has to win with his serve. When you're getting the rally going on, then suddenly he's losing there. So he needs to keep getting in the first serve. So he's just fighting and getting enough serves to just survive all these pressure games. Then suddenly the tiebreaker, Hurkacz just attacks, shorten the point, he hammers everything on the line, they all land in. Medvedev goes off his game, we're one set all. The next set, Hurkacz has one bad service game, and then he's got no chance of breaking Medvedev because Medvedev is getting all these free points off the serve, then starting all these rallies ahead on the serve. And then even when you get into 50-50 rallies, Medvedev's still better. So how are you going to break? You can't. Medvedev pressures him the way to get a second break all the way, but Hurkacz just gets enough serves to stop that happening. But still, Medvedev holds his break lead. Then the fourth set, they're about equally holding each other's serve, 4-3. Then we come back today, and then suddenly Hubert Hurkacz is serving lights out. He's hammering the ball. They're all out. He knows he can't get in a rally with Medvedev, so he's serving lights out. Most of the serves are on the line. He's hammering the ball in the rally to shorten the point because he knows he can't be in a rally. Has to take a huge risk, but they're all landing in for a set and a half. While Medvedev is being defensive, what he did with Hurkacz yesterday, right, is he got the balls back and then moved him around and took advantage that Hubert Hurkacz can't be moved around. If he's in these rallies when he's moved around, he can't have any power. He doesn't have any defense. When he's moved around, he's horrible. But if he has a chance to stand in the middle and hammer it and he's not asked to move around, then he can just hit through any defender on any court. And that's what happened. Medvedev was ultra passive, didn't move Hurkacz around the court. So Hubert Hurkacz's movement wasn't exposed. Instead, his strength was shown where he can just hammer the ball through Medvedev's defense, and there's nothing Medvedev can do. What Medvedev can do is move him around, because under that situation, Hurkacz, being in long rallies where he's asked to move around, he's very weak. So if Medvedev can do that, he's got him. But Medvedev doesn't. Medvedev's afraid of making an error, so he plays too safe, gets the ball on the court, and Hubert Hurkacz just dominates and just says, well, you're not asking me to do my weakness and moving me around. So I can just hammer it past your defense all day. So he takes risks. They're easy risks because he's just allowed to stand in the middle and hammer the ball because Medvedev's too defensive. And then it's much more safe because he's not moving around. He's standing in the middle. He's having it all his own way. There's no threat to him because Medvedev's too defensive. He can just hammer it. And on a fast grass court, he can get through Medvedev's defense. He serves landing it on the line. His rally shots. He's attacking, shortening the point, rushing Medvedev. And Medvedev keeps playing defense and allowing him to stand in the middle and hammer it. And then, in addition to Medvedev being too defensive and giving Hubert Hurkacz complete control of the point, what we have in addition to that is we have a situation where even though Medvedev's playing it safe, not going for more and having more winners and also causing more errors because you're taking risks, you're going for less, which should mean less winners by playing it safe, but also you give the opponent nothing in errors. But even though he's playing it safe and not going for much, which means not many winners, somehow the easiest safe shots, he can't even make them. So then this is a twofold problem. One, because he's playing it safe, Hubert Hurkacz can just stand in the middle and hammer balls and not being asked to move around, right? But the second thing is he's not playing it safe and saying, I'm not going to hit many winners, but not going to hit many errors, right? I'm not going to hit many winners, yes. I am going to play it safe, and I am going to give Hubert Hurkacz complete control of the point, yes. But even my safe shots, which should give low winners and low unforced errors, is giving me low winners, but I can't even get in the most safe shot. So my safe shots is now a high unforced error count. So that's the worst of both worlds. You're playing it safe. You're not hitting many winners. You're giving Hubert Hurkacz control of the point. But even the safe shots are meant to be low winners and low errors are giving you high errors because your game's so off you can't even get in the safe shots. Your game's that far off. So Hubert Hurkacz got control of the point, can stand in the middle, use the power game, big serve, and then the Medvedev supposedly safe, low errors and winners is high errors because he can't even make the simplest safe shot. So Hurkacz gets control of the point, all these winners, plus gets all these free points because Medvedev can't even make basic rally shots. And then starts out, serving poorly too. But basically, Medvedev was defensive, playing it safe for the low winners and errors, but can't even make the safe shots. So Hurkacz has everything his way: control of the point, domination of the point. Medvedev's not threatening him, and then the safe shots, it's meant to get low winners and errors. Medvedev can't make those. So that when they came back today, it was just a disaster. Medvedev playing his worst level. So that's my review of the fourth round. So let's get into the quarterfinals now. Let me just get to them. I hope you guys can still see me. Yeah, here I am. I don't know why it seems like a poor quality picture today. So let me just get into this and say, like, the quarterfinals. First one, Djokovic, Fucsovic. Fucsovic can rally a bit, maybe can attack and shorten the points a bit, but really, like, Djokovic will be too consistent, too good under pressure. Fucsovic, Wimbledon 7 court, like, he won't be able to handle that pressure, not at all. So let me just see if I can see if there's an order of play out. For tomorrow, just to know if it's like confirmed that it's on center court for you. But what I was trying to say, like, sorry, as I'm doing this as I'm making a video, I should have done it before. But what I'm saying is that playing on probably centre court, which I'm trying to confirm now. Yeah, the schedule isn't out right now, it looks like. So yeah, I'll just say that probably centre court. The pressure, right? He won't be able to hand it. He'll be nervous. He'll probably hit a lot of errors. He'll probably play it too safe and give Djokovic control of the point. He'll probably take risks and go for too much. And then Djokovic will just be too consistent. Djokovic won't be asked to do much. Djokovic will either get control of the point or get to play defensive and get a whole lot of errors. I mean, Djokovic is playing pretty well, but he'll be nervous. He's not in Djokovic's league. He'll probably play not even near his best. Djokovic will just be experienced and just go through the motions and blow him away. And Djokovic will be able to play it safe with his defense and great return of serve, get errors. And then I think Fucsovics will be defensive. Then Djokovic control the point. Game over. It's just going to be easy. He won't be able to do anything out there. Djokovic may not be at his best, but won't need to be. So the next quarterfinal is Khachanov Shapovalov. I mean, they're both sort of big serve, attack, shorten the point, take risks. Good for a grass court. Probably to be on court one, I would guess. But I just think that Shapovalov's been too good and too consistent, and is just playing at a higher level. Khachanov's been up and down for a while and inconsistent. Shapovalov can be inconsistent, but I just think he'll be better served, more consistent in the rally, a bit better defense, and a bit more consistent with the power. As far as they're both hammering it and taking risks, but as far as like being on and off, they'll both be that way. But I think Shapovalov will be more on than off. Khachanov will be more off. Khachanov played a long five-setter. He'll be tired. Shapovalov's in better form. Their serves about equal, but like Shapovalov will be more consistent with the power, better defense, more patient. He's playing better with the attacking game. He may even outserve him. Khachanov has a big forehand motion, won't have time to set up for that. It'll be probably 3 or 4 sets again for Shapovalov, and he'll just do everything that Khachanov does, but more consistent with the power. They're both up and down, but he's more on the upside, better defense, and just a better all-round game. And like I said, the problem is Khachanov's power. Needs time to sit up with a big forehand motion. He won't have that time. But yeah, with the better defense, consistency of shot in the rallies, to be able to create power with less errors. And I think his serve is a bit better than Khachanov. Doesn't have the big motion where he won't have time to set up. He'll just do the same thing as Khachanov, but do it better. So 3 or 4 sets there for Shapovalov. So then we're now going to have the next one, Berrettini Aliassime. Same sort of thing. Like they're both attacking players with a big serve and like to shorten the point. But I just think Berrettini serves bigger than Aliassime's. Berrettini power rally shots are better than Aliassime's, right? So they'll be both using their serve and wanting to attack in the rally, shorten points and take time away. They'll both want to dictate, but Berrettini will just have a better serve with more power, better rally shot with more power, and he'll just over in the attacking power game. He's just going to overpower Aliassime. So I'm sorry about the video quality. I don't know what's wrong with it today. But yeah, anyway, I'm going for 2 power guys, and Berrettini overpowers Aliassime. I'll say 4 sets, but Berrettini's now in the semi-final. And your last quarter-final, sorry guys, I hope you're still with me. Yeah. Sorry guys. Yeah, your last quarter-final will feature Federer against Hubert Hurkacz. So, um, I mean, I just think Hubert Hurkacz, he's had a big moment beating the number 2 in the world. He was up and down most of the time against Medvedev, like I said on the first day. Except for that tiebreak, he was outplayed. He just came back the next day and got hot for a set, and Medvedev was horrible, right? But I think the centre court and playing Federer in a centre court Wimbledon quarterfinal, he'll be too nervous. He'll go for a lot. He'll make a whole lot of errors. And even though Federer's at about 6 or 7 out of 10, looking great at times, but not others, but more of the time good, against a guy who's basically nervous and going to panic and going to go for too much and won't be able to handle the occasion. Federer's 6 or 7 out of 10 will be more than enough. Probably straight sets, but if Hurkacz has that one set, maybe when he's down 2 sets to love, lose the nerves, plays a set, and then goes back to the nerves again. Could be 4, but it's just going to be Federer has been playing the level he's playing. We'll play it again, 6 or 7 out of 10, and we'll play a guy who's nervous and will have a very poor day and will make a lot of errors, and that level Federer's had will be enough. The question is maybe Hurkacz gets hot for a set, and it's 4 sets. Maybe he doesn't, and it's straight sets. But Federer is going through. So then we would be left with a. I'm pretty sure it's a Federer Berrettini. Yeah, Federer Berrettini in one semi-final, and Shapovalov Djokovic. So Shapovalov Djokovic in the first semi-final, and Berrettini Federer. So guys, I'm not going to preview that or tell you what I think. I'll be back in a couple of days, hopefully with better video quality, to preview the semi-finals, which would be Federer, Berrettini, and Djokovic, Shapovalov. But come back in a couple of days for after the quarterfinals are over for my Wimbledon semi-final preview, which will hopefully be Shapovalov, Djokovic, and Berrettini, Federer. So that's it for today. I'm also going to try to get an interview with Nadal after Wimbledon to find out why he didn't play, if he's injured, what's going on. With Federer, if he wins or if he doesn't, how he felt about his Wimbledon. And then if Djokovic gets his 20 Grand Slam or even if he misses out, how he feels both ways from either getting it or missing out. So that's basically it, guys. But I'm really trying to interview Federer, Nadal, Djokovic. I'm sure I'll get one of them. So subscribe for those interviews, at least one of them. And also be back for my semi-final preview in a couple of days. So subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. Have a great day, night, and be back here for a sort of day or two for my semi-final preview. Bye for now, guys. Bye, guys. Thanks for being with me.